Born on March 25, 1942, in Memphis, Tennessee, Aretha Franklin emerged as a musical force whose roots lay deep in gospel traditions. Her father, a prominent preacher, instilled in her the powerful rhythms and heartfelt expressions of the church, which would later infuse her soul-stirring performances. While her upbringing was filled with the warmth of family and community, it was also marked by challenges that shaped her perspective on love and life. The gospel groups she encountered during her formative years were not just musical ensembles. They were vibrant collectives that explored themes of passion and devotion, often pushing boundaries in their expressions of faith and desire. These groups, filled with fervent energy and a desire to connect deeply with their audiences, provided a backdrop for Aretha's own evolving artistry. The interplay of gospel spiritual fervor and the raw emotions of love and longing became a rich tapestry that influenced her music, allowing her to bridge the sacred and the secular in ways that resonated with listeners. As she navigated her career, the lessons learned from these groups about authenticity and emotional depth became cornerstones of her legendary performances, making her an enduring icon in the music world. Her father, Clarence LaVaughn Franklin, also known as C.L. Franklin, was a significant figure in Aretha Franklin's life, shaping her understanding of the world around her. As a prominent Baptist preacher, C.L. was known for his passionate sermons that resonated deeply within the church community. His influence extended beyond the pulpit, as he was actively involved in social activism, making him a revered figure among many. His ability to draw large crowds was a testament to his charisma and the respect he commanded. C.L. Franklin's connections within the civil rights movement and his relationships with notable musicians further placed him in a spotlight that was both inspiring and daunting for Aretha. Growing up under his larger-than-life persona, she witnessed the complexities of fame and the challenges that came with it. However, his notoriety was not without its shadows. Allegations of infidelity and personal scandals complicated Aretha's perception of him as both a father and a public figure. These dualities introduced her to a world filled with admiration and conflict, shaping her identity and artistic expression in profound ways. The impact of her father's life and actions left a lasting impression on Aretha, intertwining her musical journey with the complexities of familial love and public scrutiny. Barbara Franklin, Aretha's mother, was not only an accomplished pianist and vocalist, but also a woman who faced many challenges in her life. After her separation from C.L. Franklin, she maintained a significant, though often distant, presence in Aretha's world. This relationship was marked by both love and absence. Aretha was just 10 years old when her mother passed away, an event that struck her deeply. The loss of Barbara was a devastating blow, leaving young Aretha feeling abandoned and filled with sadness. This trauma shaped her emotional landscape, leaving scars that would resurface throughout her life. Her siblings recall how Aretha eagerly awaited her mother's visits, only to be heartbroken when they did not materialize. This longing for her mother's presence influenced Aretha's understanding of both loss and love. The impact of maternal loss was profound, shaping her identity and her music, echoing the deep emotional currents that ran through her life. Moving to Detroit with her family, Aretha grew up in an environment saturated with music and spirituality. Her father's fame and connections introduced her to a range of legendary figures, including Martin Luther King Jr., Nat King Cole, and Smokey Robinson. This exposure to influential figures at a young age helped shape her musical identity as she absorbed the sounds and ideas circulating around her. Singing in her father's church from a young age, Aretha's voice quickly became recognized for its raw power and soul. The gospel music she performed in church laid the foundation for her artistic development, allowing her to explore deep emotional expression through her singing. By the time she was a teenager, she had developed the signature sound that would make her a global sensation, with roots firmly planted in the gospel traditions of her upbringing. Her ability to convey profound feelings through music resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure in the world of music. Aretha Franklin's early years in the church choir laid a strong foundation in gospel music that would define her career. Surrounded by powerful hymns and the rich traditions of gospel, she learned to harness the emotional depth of her voice. Under the guidance of gospel legends like Mahalia Jackson, Aretha developed a unique style that resonated deeply with audiences. Her singing was not just a performance, it was a spiritual experience that moved listeners and showcased her incredible vocal strength and passion. Each note she sang carried the weight of her faith and her connection to the music. This deep-rooted experience in gospel music influenced her later work in pop and R&B, allowing her to bridge the sacred and the secular. Aretha's ability to infuse her songs with emotional intensity set her apart from many artists, making her music relatable and powerful. Her gospel roots were not just a part of her past. They were the heartbeat of her entire career, shaping the way she expressed herself through music. C.L. Franklin played a pivotal role in launching Aretha's career, managing her early performances and securing opportunities. He took her on gospel tours across the country, showcasing her talent to broader audiences, and eventually securing her first recording contract. Although he faced his own controversies, his support was instrumental in introducing Aretha to the world and navigating the music industry. Through his connections, Aretha recorded her early gospel tracks, which would lay the groundwork for her crossover into mainstream music. Her father's guidance helped her transition from church singer to a budding young star, setting her on the path to becoming a music icon. The experiences and exposure she gained during these formative years were crucial in shaping her artistry and confidence. This foundation allowed her to explore different musical styles and eventually become one of the most celebrated singers in history. Her journey from gospel to soul music was marked by her powerful voice and emotional depth, captivating audiences everywhere. At the age of 18, Aretha Franklin signed with Columbia Records, marking her official entry into the mainstream music industry. This was a significant step for the young artist, as it provided her with a platform to showcase her immense talent. However, Columbia initially struggled to fully capture her potential. Despite this, the label offered her an invaluable foundation, allowing her to hone her craft and develop her unique sound. During her time with Columbia, Aretha released several albums, but it was not until she transitioned to Atlantic Records in 1966 that her career truly flourished. At Atlantic, she recorded some of her most iconic songs, including the legendary Respect. This song became a defining anthem of the civil rights movement, symbolizing independence and empowerment. Aretha's powerful vocals and distinctive style resonated with audiences, making her a household name. Her time with Atlantic set the stage for her legendary status in music history, solidifying her influence and legacy as the Queen of Soul. Aretha Franklin's career, though filled with success, was also marked by numerous challenges, both personal and professional. She faced difficult relationships, including marriages marred by abuse, which deeply affected her emotional well-being and self-esteem. These turbulent experiences often spilled into her personal life, creating a backdrop of pain that contrasted sharply with her public persona as the Queen of Soul. Alongside these marital struggles, she grappled with substance issues that threatened to overshadow her remarkable achievements. The pressures of fame and the demands of her career sometimes led her to seek solace in unhealthy habits, complicating her journey through the music industry. Family dynamics added to her struggles, as rivalry with her sisters created tension within the family. The complexities of her relationship with her father, a prominent figure in her early life, also weighed heavily on her. These familial challenges often felt like an anchor, pulling her down even as she tried to rise above them through her music. Despite these challenges, she channeled her struggles into her performances, delivering shows filled with raw emotion and resilience. Each note she sang carried the weight of her experiences, allowing her to connect deeply with her audience. Her life reflected the complexities of fame, where the pressures of the public eye often conflicted with her personal desires for peace and stability. Aretha's marriage to Ted White was both a source of support and suffering. Ted White, a man with a controversial past, played a significant role in her early career, helping to shape her sound and image. However, this partnership came at a high cost, as he subjected Aretha to domestic abuse that deeply affected her both personally and professionally. Their marriage began in a tumultuous atmosphere, with her father's objections echoing in the background. Yet Aretha was determined to forge her own path. The union, which had started with promise, ultimately crumbled in 1968, leaving behind emotional scars that would linger for years. This difficult period in her life pushed Aretha to express her pain through her music. Songs like Respect took on new meaning, transforming her personal struggles into powerful anthems of strength and resilience. Her experiences with White significantly influenced her perspective on relationships and independence, leading her to use her platform to convey both her strength and vulnerability to her fans. During the tumultuous years of her marriage, Aretha turned to alcohol as a way to cope with her pain. This struggle with substance abuse became part of her life, impacting her performances and personal relationships. The pressures of fame, combined with the challenges in her personal life, led her to seek solace in drinking. As her reliance on alcohol grew, it began to affect her ability to perform at her best. There were moments when her struggles were evident on stage, and fans could sense the turmoil she faced. By the 1980s, however, Aretha managed to overcome her dependence on alcohol, demonstrating her resilience and dedication to her career and family. Her journey toward sobriety was not widely discussed, as she preferred to keep this part of her life private. Yet, her ability to confront and conquer personal demons while maintaining her status as a music icon highlighted her strength. Aretha's battle with alcohol was a significant chapter in her life, showcasing her determination and willpower to reclaim her life and artistry. The competitive relationship between Aretha Franklin and her sisters, especially Carolyn, shaped much of Aretha's life and career. Carolyn was a gifted musician, yet she often felt she lived in Aretha's shadow. This dynamic was intensified by their father's favoritism towards Aretha, which fostered feelings of resentment and rivalry. A significant conflict arose over the soundtrack for the film Sparkle. Initially, this project was meant to highlight Carolyn's talents, but it was ultimately taken over by Aretha, leading to a major rift between the sisters. Despite these tensions, there remained a bond of support between them. Aretha's ambition and success sometimes resulted in painful confrontations, yet the sisters continued to navigate their complex relationship. The family dynamics they experienced added depth to Aretha's already challenging personal life, illustrating how familial ties can be both a source of inspiration and conflict in the pursuit of greatness. Despite her personal challenges, Aretha Franklin's talent and influence were undeniable, cementing her as one of the greatest musicians of all time. With over 75 million records sold worldwide and numerous awards, she achieved a level of commercial success that few artists have matched. Her music, which resonated across generations, addressed themes of love, pain, empowerment, and resilience. Songs like Respect became anthems for the civil rights and feminist movements, showcasing her ability to connect deeply with societal issues. She became a cultural icon, representing not only musical excellence but also strength and independence. Her powerful voice and emotive delivery set her apart, allowing her to transcend genres and appeal to a wide audience. Aretha's legacy is reflected in the countless artists she inspired, from pop to soul to gospel, and the impact she made on the music industry as a whole. Her influence continues to be felt, ensuring that her contributions to music will be remembered for generations. In 1987, Aretha Franklin made history by becoming the first female artist inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This momentous occasion marked a significant milestone in the music industry, solidifying her status as a trailblazer in a field largely dominated by men. Aretha's induction was not merely an honor, it served as a powerful testament to her groundbreaking contributions to music and culture. Her incredible talent and unique voice resonated with audiences, making her an icon of soul music. Aretha's success paved the way for countless female artists, demonstrating that women could excel in an industry that often overlooked their contributions. She set a standard of excellence and perseverance that inspired generations of musicians and fans alike. Beyond her music, Aretha's influence extended into the broader cultural landscape, challenging societal norms and advocating for civil rights. Her legacy continues to inspire and empower, reflecting the enduring impact of her groundbreaking achievements. Throughout her later years, Aretha Franklin faced significant health battles that impacted her life and career. She struggled with issues related to her weight and underwent a mysterious surgery in 2010, which raised concerns among her fans and loved ones. Despite these challenges, Aretha's dedication to her music and her fans never wavered. In 2013, she made a miraculous recovery and returned to the stage, captivating audiences once again with her incredible voice and stage presence. Her performances during this time showcased her resilience and unwavering passion for music, reminding everyone of her remarkable talent. However, in 2018, Aretha's health began to decline once more. The news of her struggles was met with sadness from fans around the world, but she continued to perform, embodying the spirit of perseverance. Sadly, Aretha Franklin passed away on August 16, 2018. Her final performances were a testament to her enduring love for music and her commitment to her craft. Even in her last days, she left behind a legacy filled with powerful memories of her brilliance, inspiring countless individuals with her strength and artistry. The funeral of Aretha Franklin, held in Detroit, was a grand affair that drew numerous celebrities, civil rights leaders, and devoted fans. The service was filled with heartfelt tributes from major figures in music and society, celebrating her remarkable life and contributions. A powerful eulogy was delivered, which aimed to honor Aretha's legacy. However, this eulogy sparked controversy due to its political tone. Some attendees felt that the focus on current issues detracted from the purpose of the gathering, which was to celebrate the life of the Queen of Soul. Despite the mixed reactions to the eulogy, the funeral served as a fitting tribute to Aretha's immense impact on music and culture. Fans and public figures reflected on her contributions not only to the music industry, but also to the civil rights movement and society as a whole. Her passing marked the end of an era, yet her influence continues to resonate worldwide, reminding everyone of her powerful voice and the change she inspired through her art. Aretha Franklin's journey through music was deeply influenced by her early experiences with gospel groups that surrounded her in her youth. These groups were more than just musical performers. They were communities that explored the complexities of love, faith, and desire. Their energetic performances and heartfelt messages resonated with her, leaving a lasting impression on her artistry. As she grew, Aretha learned to weave together the sacred and the secular, using the powerful emotions she witnessed in gospel music to enhance her own songs. The themes of passion and devotion found in gospel music allowed her to express raw feelings that connected with audiences on a profound level. This blend of spiritual fervor and emotional depth became the hallmark of her legendary career. Aretha's ability to convey authenticity and vulnerability in her performances made her a unique voice in music history. The influences of those early gospel experiences shaped her identity as an artist, allowing her to become a bridge between different musical worlds and leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of American